Welcome back to I Only Listen to 90s Music. We are back in the building. Final four for you, for us, and for you, I guess.
Bear down.
March Madness.
Arizona Wildcats in the Final Four. How you before we get into the show? How are you feeling in your school? Feeling about this?
It is a full circle moment. Last time that we were there was in 1997. Literally March 31st, 1997, we won that championship. And that on that team. And then that next draft class was Mike Bibby, Jason Terry, Miles Simon. So like there's a lot of people, and they were under the great coaching of
Lute
Olson.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a big deal. They won 84-79 in overtime. And like I said, so 29 years later, we're going back, and Tucson is lit. Like, I am mad that I'm broke and I can't go out there. Because
you wouldn't go to Indianapolis, you would go to Tucson to kick it.
Like, I go to Tucson to kick. Well, even when they came back the other day from the game, like, it was a big deal. Like, they had events set up, and people were like literally waiting on them to come. So like, it was a big thing for them to come. There was a send off for them to leave to head to Indianapolis. So yeah, now true enough, I'll say this: after Saturday, if we lose, you ain't gonna hear nothing from me again about it. Like, I've been involved for the last week.
Look, as long as you get on the bus,
I've been involved
no matter when you get on the bus.
But like I said, although I am looking for a new home, I'm a Wildcat. Like, I'm is a Wildcat, so bear down. And which is so funny that we can do this and nobody thinks we're throwing up a gang sign. Like, many black kids that do it. Because I remember when I first started going and I saw people doing this, I'm like, what? Y'all a gang? Like, what's happening up there? It's like, nah, that's the W, that's the C, the Wildcat. So yeah, it's awesome. And I'm actually going to when I'm packing on Saturday, I'm gonna be sitting there watching the game. And
do you guys have an Arizona watch party that you could go to there?
So there are the DFW Metro Cats. Okay. That is the alumni group that is here. I'm not going to be there because I need to finish packing. But there's a watch party literally for every game that you can like go. Like every basketball game, every football game, there's always a watch party for anywhere for you to go. So it's plenty of places for me to go. I'm be in my house because that's free. I already paid this streaming bill. So
that's already done for you. Good.
That's all I got. So like I said, I am excited. It's just, again, it's sometimes you just kind of get caught up in the momentum.
Yeah, you're supposed to. That's the point of it, though. That's the point of it all.
And like, so again, they play in Michigan. So
and like, that's a big game.
In '97, they played Kentucky, and Kentucky was the number 1 seed, and they were
a big upset.
Yeah, it was a big upset.
And I think Kentucky were the reigning champs from '96.
So we were 4, they were 1, and they were favored to win by 7. And again, we in overtime 84-79. So it is. I'm excited. It'll give me something to do. Like, now I'm not gonna be online talking shit. Like, I'll say this, like, throughout the game, like, if we win at the end, I'll be like, we won. But I'm not gonna. You ain't gonna get play-by-play from me.
It's gonna be like that Martin Lawrence joke, like Tucson, Arizona, coming home.
Real talk. I sincerely wish that I could be in Tucson, but I will not be. I will be here and whatnot. But,
as a 90s group, we are in the Final Four as well. For us, our Final Four is here. I've been cussed out. I look, y'all, somebody's got to redo this. People have called, text me, cussed me out in my inbox for the way who was matched up. I was like, Negro, we just voted and just did something. This ain't that serious. Like, nobody.
I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm the one that's fucking up y'all brackets. And you're gonna say, Stacey, why are you doing that? Because I'm unemployed and I don't have shit else to do all day.
Why do you say you messing up the brackets though?
Because like, it's one of those, like, I'll look at the two things and I'll be like, I should pick this one, but nope, upset. Like, so that would be.
I did that on some of them.
A couple of them, it was like, nah, upset. But right now our Final Four, that Jodeci Boyz II Men.
What'd you call it? City versus county, right?
City versus county is what I called it. It is, the cousins that was raised right, got both my mama and the daddy and everything, and
The niggas that was raised by their grandma.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is, it's funny. The real thing is the opposite for those groups. You know that, right?
Right. Exactly. So it's
JoJo, they both of them, but everybody in Josie got both of their parents, and the people that boys and men,
they were church boys,
single moms.
Right? Exactly. These are church boys. So again, it's the image of it. So
yeah,
Josie is the bad boys.
Actually, it is city versus county the opposite way, because a lot of them county cats was acting like that, but they had two parents.
That is true. So it's like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. But
what was the surprising that you saw? Like, you was like, "Damn, they got through." Like when it was going through the last week and a half.
That TLC kept going through.
Yeah, that was the shocker to me.
That was the shock.
They've been getting I'll show you the votes. They have been getting by on the skinny skin for the last 3 rounds.
Because I thought they was gonna be the first number one
I thought they'd
seed
have been gone a
get
long
knocked out.
time ago. But TLC making it this far, and then it was somebody today in the comments was like, New Edition don't have staying power. That's why I voted for TLC. New Edition is they broke up, but they're still touring. They on tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
TLC can't tour by themselves like that.
No,
TLC can't tour by themselves.
They can't tour. New Edition can tour by themselves.
Simple as that. Period. Like, it's so to say that they don't have staying power, like, go to hell. So yeah.
TLC going farther. They went farther than I was like, man, oh, they go, because they almost lost every round. They except for the first round, they almost lost every round.
If they come out on top like Gonzaga, listen. And know this, that year that Gonzaga won, my mom she had done her bracket, she just picked whatever, just random stuff. She won. Like she won, like she had them winning. Why she thought Gonzaga was a funny name.
Gonzaga.
So
it was, man. I mean, like, now I was surprised. So it's so interesting seeing this, like the way that votes come in, because we have a lot of like I found out 20% of our votes have come from the UK. I've come from the UK. So shout out to all our UK listeners on the podcast.
My Arizona.
And a lot of them voted for the group. Then we talked about that too, Scott. A lot of them voted for the group Eternal to beat TLC in that first round. It was closer than I thought it was going to be for that first round. And I knew that our European brothers and sisters was going to be like, that's our group.
It's like, say, Mike, that's us.
Yeah, that's us. Like right there.
That is very, very interesting.
Yeah, but shout out there, man. We have had an average of 350 votes every round, man. Like, dude,
shout out to the UK. Yeah. Invite us over. We want to come across the pond.
Yeah.
I'll take a little tea, a little crumpet.
So since we're talking about one of the groups in there, TLC surprisingly getting farther than what they are. Miss Chilli, was Rosanda, is her government name? Chilli Thomas, has come out this week and has had a hell of a week. Found out, well, first of all, she retweeted because at first I thought Don Robinson set this up, y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all full disclosure. When I first came out, I thought Don dropped dime on her, was like, go look at her campaign contributions, because I looked at the tour of the 3 and I was like, who's not here? And who's living in their car? That was the first 2 things I thought about. It was like she wanted to be on the tour, and she's like, how can I jam it up? That wasn't the case. Or I thought it was Rona. I thought it was one of them. Those are my prime suspects originally. Neither one of them. Shout out to those sisters. I'm sorry that I put you on that. Allegedly, she retweets a picture or something talking about Michelle Obama as a man.
Yeah.
And that's what started somebody thinking about, oh, word? I didn't even know that was in your algorithm, man.
2016.
Yes, but they didn't know. Like, somebody was like, let me go look up Chilli. And this was like a real reporter did this. So that's why I thought somebody dropped dime, because it was a real reporter that did it. They found out that she had donated to around 17 different conservative or MAGA-based organizations, the majority of them in the last 3 months of 2024, right before the election.
And
talk about bad timing.
The full dollar amount is hilarious to me.
What was the full? I didn't see what the.
It was like $900 or something.
No, it's like you round up to $900, but it's like $847.53, something like that. And it's like, why you donate? Like, were you getting charged to send money, and that's why the numbers aren't even? Because who just donates some like something with cents in it? You donate a whole dollar amount. That's it. So like that's what makes it so weird to me. And she's like, oh, I thought that I was donating.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm gonna play our video.
Go ahead with the lie.
She's like, I thought I was helping homeless veterans.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and, you know, I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. You know, I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. You know, I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, this from me, you know, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. You know, if you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, you know, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank.
All right, that's enough from her. Stacy, you crossed your arms in the middle of the video.
Because she said that there's a lot of buttons and she's not computer savvy. So one, I know she wasn't on her computer. I know that she was on her phone. Two, to repost something, like or retweet something, you have to press a button twice.
Right, because you could do it with a quote or without a quote, right? Right.
You press, when you go to repost or retweet, they ask you want to give a quote or you just want to retweet it. So you hit the wrong button twice. All right. You ain't that old.
And then second to me, why is that shit in your algorithm is my question.
Well, to that point, sometimes shit ends up in your algorithm because somebody else reposted it to be like, look at this shit.
True.
So that fine. But no.
I wondered, Stacey, and you're our social media maven. Do you think that she didn't think that people could see who retweeted something? Like where like I can research like who retweeted something? Maybe I wonder if that's what she thought. Maybe that's what I wonder if that was her deficiency.
So the original story that I heard was that she was trying to send it to somebody, that she was trying to share it to someone to be like, look at this. Like, so that was the original version of the story. Right. And now it's too many buttons and I'm not tech savvy and I don't know. I'm old. I don't understand.
You know I'm old.
I'm old. I don't know how to work on the thing. So girl, look, I thought I was helping the dogs and the wildlife. No, you didn't. Like,
man, I know T-Boy sitting there like, girl, we finna go on tour.
Fucking up the money.
Well, T-Boz did have some other stuff to say. She was went to find an old Breakfast Club clip. Shout out to Chuck Creekmore and Grouchy Greg over at All Hip Hop. And this is what
All Hip Hop exclusive.
Yeah.
You guys are about to nominate the biggest jackass in the history of politics. Straight up, period.
I think you're really gonna win.
This is an All Hip Hop exclusive.
My group member voted for him.
Well, here's my thing
This is an
I've been
all-hip-hop
telling you guys that
exclusive.
when you say Obama got two, that
yeah, there wasn't Breakfast Club, but it was another podcast or interview she was on.
Yeah.
My group member, and it wasn't Left Eye.
Yeah,
Right.
she been gone 20 years.
And shout out to Dom. Dom brought up a good point when we talked about that. She said, notice what she said, how she described her. She said, my band member, not like my homie, not my girlfriend, my band member or group member. Like, make it like she don't fuck with her like that.
I don't fuck with her like that. We just in a group.
Yep.
Bruh, look.
What my thing is, she so I don't know who's her PR team or she's doing this on her own. What should she do PR wise, social media wise, Stacey?
First off, she wanted to come out and so first she was quiet, then she was like, okay, let me go ahead and respond. But no, her PR team, and it's weird. The part is like, you don't want to make this official ass statement, but at the same time, if you're gonna say, if you're gonna try to say, well, I thought that I was donating for this specific cause, right? Try to dig into that, right? So be like, so this agency here, right? The Veterans of North America, they blah, 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 blah. This is how I learned about them. So I donated to them. I did not know that underneath all of that, they actually were a part of a pact and blah, blah, blah. So just explain it a little bit more. Because as far as you just saying, I thought I was donating to them. You made several donations of random dollar amounts.
I was donating to the United Negro College Fund.
So these are some of the ones she donated directly to Ted Cruz, y'all. She donated to the National Republican Senatorial Committee, WinRed, which is a Republican campaign payment processor, Trump National Committee, Trump National Committee, JFC Joint Fundraiser Committee, and Never Surrender, which is a fundraiser group linked to Donald Trump. So those are just a few of them.
That's what I'm saying. So
Ted Cruz directly is pretty.
Again, it's going directly to them. So again, if you're, even sometimes there could be a store that maybe you go to, but then you find out in the long run that the owner actually did this as another. I mean, that happens all the time. We find out that somebody was living foul, and you didn't know at the time.
Is that when we used to think that Snapple was made by the KKK, and we was all like, "Damn, I be drinking Snapple."
Right. So that's
my favorite juice.
That can absolutely happen. I completely can understand. Again, if there's a name that makes sense to you, right? Like if it was like the veteran, helping veterans across America, if that's the name, like, okay, cool. All right, I want to help veterans across America. I'll send $15, and then come to find out they are linked to David Duke, and it's like, well, hold on, I didn't do all because you don't go in and you don't research. You just think, oh, that seems like a good cause. I'll donate to that, and that's how it happens. But that's not what happened.
You got 17 different ones though. 17
for random dollar amounts.
And Ted Cruz directly. That's the one.
Like I said, the random dollar amounts are what crack me up. That's what makes it so funny. It's like, did they add tax?
The Ted Cruz thing to me, you don't even live in Texas, so why are you donating to Ted Cruz?
It's her fault that his ass keep getting on planes every time the weather get bad.
Yeah, you go to Mexico.
That's how we know that the weather gonna be fucked up if Ted is on that plane. If they say we got a weather alert coming up and Ted get on that plane, we know, oh shit, we better buckle down. This shit is about to go down. He done hopped on a plane again. Shit. So yeah, it's No.
So I mean, what? How can she? Is this? Can she get out of this? Is this tour gonna be okay?
And first off, we are fake mad right now, and there's people still gonna go on the tour, go to the tour. It's gonna have to be their decision to drop out of the tour if they decide to. But she's not getting canceled for this. And then somebody try to bring up, well, she dating a white man. Leave Matthew Lawrence out of this. Leave the Lawrence brothers out of this.
Hey, what's so messed up is they digging into Matt trying to see if he MAGA now.
Right, it's like leave him. And the thing is, they started dating after she made those donations in 2016.
Well, she's got a series of them. No, this ain't new. Like,
right. So it is just.
She did some in the end of 2024 though. While they were together.
But my point is that like they're trying to blame him. No, he was. I mean, so leave the Lawrence brothers out of this.
I know Joey likes
this. That was her decision to donate. And again, it's just funny that the dollar amount just tickles me. Because who doesn't give just an even number? You give $25, you give $30. She giving $18.73.
She ain't want to overdraft that account.
Oh no. I was going to ask that, Stacey, to you. Maybe she ain't got as much bread as you think she do, and that was a little bit what she did have, the best she could give.
I'm still gonna make it an even dollar amount though.
That's true. Good point.
I'm not gonna. So if I only got I've had only $42.83 in the bank account,
right? But you're not gonna donate that. Yeah.
I'm not giving you my last $42.83. Like, nah, I might give you $5.
Yeah, and it'll be a whole number. Yeah,
it's gonna be a whole number. Like, no, it's just. Again, the dollar amounts is what makes it so funny. It's like, where is it at?
On podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
for sure,
health,
femininity, parenthood, dating,
definitely dating,
single parents. And it's from a lens of two psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But that's womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Exact dollar amount, because I saw it earlier, when it tells you exactly where everything went. There was a whole list of stuff. And again, it is interesting that this is coming out now. Right before the tour gets announced, and now, she MAGA. And then also there was her All Lives Matter statement.
Yeah, that she was.
That was I think she had said something some years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
let's just say when the tour starts, the TLC will be the openers.
Ooh. Probably. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
We'll just let them open.
Yeah, because we don't need people in there going in.
Yeah.
Ooh,
they are gonna have to open. People gonna
y'all missing an important member anyway. Shit.
So to win red, she gave $210.60. For the Trump National Committee JFC, she gave $340.60, and then $486.54 to Never Surrender, which also has links to Trump. So again, what are these random ass dollar amounts? All I can think is there a credit card processing fees or something? I don't know, but that's just that's so
you know
funny
what? I wonder, but no, it still would just show your donation amount now, how much you pay. Because even if I process, but it wouldn't be
the card fee.
It still would be a full. It would still be a whole amount if it was $2, $3 processing fee. It's not a $2.84 processing fee.
There's an overdraft fee.
Them niggas charge her tax. I'm telling you.
They charge her tax.
Now that's funny as shit though, and that is. They ain't gonna cancel her. Like I said, we fake mad about it now. It's in a second. Now I'll say this: some people may not continue to fuck with her, but let's keep it 100. Yeah. We love TLC, but she's not in our everyday conversation.
She's not.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. So she's okay. So she's gonna be able to weather through this. First city on the tour is Franklin, Tennessee. I believe that's outside of Nashville. I believe that's a town outside of Nashville. Then she goes to Des Moines. Then they go to Nobles, Indiana, which is outside Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Clarkston, Mississippi. Then they go to Philly, then upstate New York. Yeah, so yeah, she'll be able to weather this because those cities, she ain't going to no city where they finna tear up shit.
And then they probably doing a lot of them amphitheaters.
They doing,
and then the 250 America years, so it's gonna be a lot of them little festivals and stuff.
Yep, they doing all amphitheater. All of them are like amphitheaters.
Yep.
So she'll be able to weather the storm. I'm with you on this now, Stacey.
She's not gonna she's canceled, but she ain't canceled. She on hiatus.
I mean, she said I'm dropping new music though. Is folks for to pick it up?
Nah, we ain't fuck with. Yeah, we ain't fuck with.
I don't think people picking up
scrubs.
Say it again. Well, ain't nobody worried about, again, they weren't. Again, we give them their props for what they did when they were doing it, but no, they're not in our everyday conversation, so we're not worried about it at all.
I mean, losing Left Eye was like the heart of their group, so that's the. Even though she didn't sing as much on this, but she was the heart of the group. If that makes sense. I
mean, she was on all of the songs, so it's weird to even just think about them performing without her. Who's gonna do the raps or just all of that. So I know that they have been doing it, but essentially for that tour, I wouldn't go to CTLC. Yeah. I'm not going for them. It's a plus that they're there, but I'm not going to CTLC.
Because they've had to do all those 90s tours, all those blasted the 90s tours.
Yeah, they do a lot of those 90s tours.
Yeah, you would think as big as TLC was when we were in middle school and early high school, think about how big they were. I wouldn't believe that they cannot. I wouldn't have thought in the future they wouldn't be able to tour on their own. Think about how big that fan mail was, and
I think losing Left Eye that was just the impact of the group. Like you said, she was the heartbeat of the group. And then to think they was one of the most successful groups,
and they wasn't by themselves.
It was a random group. You got one girl that could rap, you got one girl that can't really sing that well, but she all right, and then you got one girl that can kind of sing, but they all can dance though. And they all look different. They were just something different.
Wait, I'm about to challenge they could all dance.
I was gonna say they serviceable dancers.
Well, not dance, but just
they can take a little bit of choreography.
Keep a two-step or something.
Right, there you go. They can do it.
Yeah, I ain't saying dance hard like Janet Jackson or nothing.
Yeah. But I mean and I always say that I don't understand why fan mail was so successful. But what was on? Where's Waterfalls on? Is Waterfalls on?
That was on Crazy Sexy Cool.
Yeah. So the fact that fan mail sold as much as it did, I've always said I don't know how that happened, but shout out my nigga Gucci. Who am I to say something? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But she ain't.
All right, this is going to be my sneak category here, real quick. Did not put this in the notes so everyone they didn't get to prepare for this. All right, so this person goes on here and has this something to say. I don't want to spill the beans on who's going to play them.
In the building, you survived, Martin, the show. And I know there's not much you can talk about it, but as you think back over those
times. Let me
just
stop you.
What?
I'm going to stop you
Come
right
on, stop
there.
Me right there.
I'm going to stop you right
Come
there.
On.
Never have I ever said a bad, unkind thing about the show, about Martin Lawrence, and I never will. I will protect him till the day I die. I don't care what people think about me.
Mm-hmm.
Till the day I die. I will never say a bad or unkind word to any media outlet ever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That person needs protection, and I will protect him till I die.
I love that loyalty.
So, as I was saying...
You ain't saying nothing.
Because she had to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
As you think back...
I know how to deal with him, y'all.
As you think back to those times, what is your fondest memory of Martin?
Yes.
The show.
What's the fondest?
Yeah, memory of the show.
Tashina Arnold.
Really? Just because y'all were...
Yeah, because, we had known each other for so long.
All right. my question for you both: who didn't have the finest things to say about this show, and that she's unofficially kind of throwing under the bus, but not letting us know? We kind of figured this out in the last maybe 5 to 10 years that it was this person that really ended Martin.
The Dwayne?
You goddamn right, it was Dwayne Martin,
the one that left her with $7 in her account.
Yeah, exactly. We all looking back. That's how she was like, she kept on saying, I never had anything bad to say about the show or that person.
Because I never tripped off them being together at that time. I always
they got married.
I always saw them together like after the show. Yeah.
And then Dwayne Martin got the audacity to go marry a younger version of Tisha Campbell.
But there was a lawsuit.
Yes.
Yeah, because remember they couldn't be in the same. Well, season 5 was just awful.
Yeah, it got thrown out.
There was a lawsuit.
It was, but it got thrown out.
I understand that. But there was a lawsuit. So it's like, if you don't have anything to say, like, I don't have anything, I've never said nothing, blah, blah. Okay, so
they didn't make up until after they divorced, like Martin Lawrence and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they had their reunion show.
So Dwayne Martin broke up the TV show Martin is what is being. That's the scuttlebutt that people were putting around there, because I guess maybe some of their scenes were super intimate and he was with her then and was like, hey, you can't be doing all that. And maybe Martin, clapped back like, no, nigga, it's my wife on the show. We got to do scenes like that. This is just me trying to logically piece it out.
Price said, "I'll take you above the rim, ass nigga."
Because my big mind was thinking, where could they have been beefing? Like, where could the beef had actually started between? Like, I'm trying to think how their interactions would have interacted. Go ahead, Stacey.
I'm looking at an old Jet magazine article.
Shout out to Jet, man.
Yes.
Campbell left the show in November, claiming that working conditions were intolerable. According to the suit, it alleges that she was subjected to repeated and escalating sexual harassment, sexual battery, verbal abuse, and related threats to her physical safety by Lawrence. The hostile working conditions on the show became unduly aggravated due to Lawrence's increased volatility, erratic and violent conduct, and his apparent obsession with Campbell, in which he focused his lust, anger, and violent tendencies on her. His emotional instability coupled with what Campbell is informed and believes on Lawrence's personal feelings for her, and reports that he has been known to carry a firearm, have made her fear for her personal safety. Her suit has been followed by charges and countercharges. Immediately after her suit was made public, Lawrence released a statement denying all of her charges. His statement said Martin regrets that he is being used as a pawn in a contract dispute between Tisha Campbell and HBO. Martin has been Tisha's champion and protector and is thus deeply hurt by these allegations. Blah, blah, blah. So
was this after Martin had that thing, when he was in the middle of the street?
So again, we do know that happened. We do know that did.
I think that was after, though. I think that was after. I think that's
what was that like around like the Thin Line era, like right after the Thin Line came out.
Yeah, this is January 27th, 1997. Is this this issue of Jet magazine? Will Smith is on the cover, and
Jet was always like 2 weeks behind, so really it's probably like December 1996.
Because Jet was weekly, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jet was weekly. Which is wild to think that we were able to it was
Little Bitty magazine.
Yeah, Little Bitty magazine every week.
Because Ebony and Essence was every month.
Yeah. Ebony was the deeper dives. Jet was giving the quick hits.
He humiliated and abused Campbell in front of the entire cast and crew on so many occasions that it reached the point where she needed to be hospitalized due to the stress he caused her.
That's what the lawsuit is claiming?
Yeah, this is what, so I'm just reading the article. Troubles got worse during the third season. The suit claims Lawrence said was continually screaming and raging uncontrollably at Campbell and others while continuing to threaten Campbell and her co-workers on the job for no good reason. So again, it's a lot of.
That's crazy.
Okay, fine. You didn't say it, but the lawsuit did.
And then he best friends with Will Smith.
Cole said that was a Trump. Well, Cole, not Cole. What? Carl Anthony Payne. I want to give. He claimed
cockroach.
He claimed that it was trumped up stuff through Dwayne too. Though looking, he's saying Dwayne got all this stuff kind of circled up and tried to get her more money and stuff. And Martin was high, so it's a little bit of everything.
She in the show, their characters became husband and wife last November 15th, 1996. The suit charges that during a bedroom scene in full view of the studio audience, Lawrence again tried to force his tongue into Campbell's mouth, simulating intercourse, and forcibly touched her body all against her will. She claims in the suit that she discussed with the producers, who are also named in the suit, about installing a panic button in her dressing room. You know what? All right, let's move forward. I like this. I don't know what happened, but apparently, I feel like she got a cease and desist, and now she is on best behavior right now.
You talking about from Martin?
There's something, because again, all of a sudden, like they were like, I mean, sure enough, the divorce happened, right? But now, like all of a sudden, like I will protect him and blah 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 blah. But the lawsuit.
When did they get married? Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell. Was that like 97, 96?
No, during the show, I think maybe 96.
96.
Okay. Above the Rim came out 94.
Mm-hmm. What
movies did he have between that and after that, and until like I don't know. what was he doing?
So after Above the Rim, he did The Inkwell, he did Down Periscope, something called Faking the Funk, Scream 2, Woo, The Faculty. So yeah, Woo and Faculty were 1998, and then
okay, so yeah, I'm talking about like between like Above the Rim and 98, he wasn't really making no motion. I just feel some jealousy coming from him.
He was doing like guest spots on stuff. So he was on 97. He was on an episode of Living Single, episode of Between Brothers. He did something for The Wonderful World of Disney. Something called Getting Personal. He was a part of the main cast or whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, he wasn't getting that work.
Yeah, like even the Wikipedia page, there was one. Oh, it was two. It was 2 seasons of it.
2 seasons of what?
This Getting Personal was an American sitcom created by the premise is a creative director at Old Dog Productions, an ad company in Chicago, gets a new boss, the woman with whom he had just had a disastrous date. Starring Dwayne Martin and Vivica Fox.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that before.
That's on brand.
I kind of remember that, maybe, man.
17 episodes, and
what was the show? Yeah, with Lisa Ray, when they was like co-parenting all of us.
Yeah, that was all of it. Yeah. So,
and Getting Personal was on Fox. Okay, that's when Fox was still trying to mess with black folks a little bit then.
Before they got rid of all of it. So, again, who am I to tell what her story is? But I just feel like, I mean, the lawsuit was settled, but again, when she earned, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions about anything. But again, you filed a lawsuit and now you are defending him. So I just.
Yeah, 30 years later.
What happened? If you forgave him and y'all can move forward, understood. But, I will protect him. Okay, go ahead with your protecting ass.
All right. So we haven't talked about verses in a long time, y'all. Now, there was a verse.
Oh, this was the highlight of our day. Oh shit.
And we've done recap. We probably did about 10 to 11 recaps of verses. Not all of them, y'all, but this one particularly sparked my interest.
It was entertaining.
Right. So when we were talking about
versus Tyrese for the algorithm.
Like I literally I typed in the chat and I was like, do I have to watch this versus? And Daryl said, yes. Damn. Okay. Shit. All right. Well, let me. Like that's it. Just said yes. Okay.
Now I will tell people that the Hit Boy Mike Will made it was actually a decent verses. It's just music though, but they both, you realize how much music they both produced. That's new and stuff you would know, old folks. So
I needed this today. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping. I've been stressed out. I needed this. This was what the boost that I needed. This sometimes I need a little shade in my life
this
to
was
bring out the sunshine. I need the shade to bring out the sun. This was the dirty.
What did you think about this Tank versus Tyrese? What is your overall thoughts, Stacey? Like, what was
this? Was the Dirty Mac in Olympics?
Ooh.
This was the Dirty Mac in Olympics, is what this was. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. These two niggas. So it's between the two of them. You can't leave your gal around the other one. At all. If y'all at the house and everybody kicking it, if you get up to go to the bathroom, take a gal with you.
Yeah.
Because
in general,
because if she's still sitting in the living room with your homeboy, one of them is gonna be like, you know what, you hella cool. I like you a lot better than the girl that was over here yesterday. That's what this was. It was the Dirty Mac in Olympics, and it's the fact of, and it's like the thing is, it's a situation where you got a girl and she's telling you that nigga ain't your friend for real. No, we go back. Look. That nigga's not your friend for real. And that's before he even tries to do something. She can just tell, like, nah. And even throughout the thing, they're like, you know what, we fucking, we be going back and forth and all that, but that's still my brother. That's still my brother. Yeah, y'all are frenemies. Like, y'all niggas do not fuck with each other at all. Like,
imagine if Genuine was there. If he would have made.
Now I thought that's what they should have did though. They should have made that.
They said he was tied up at one of the airports.
I think most of the people that were supposed to show up were stuck at the airport.
Yeah, and they said Genuine was supposed to come, but he couldn't make it.
No, I'm saying it should have been it should have been Tank versus Genuine versus Tyrese, the whole event.
Like, been there all night. Like, I do appreciate that it was only like an hour and a half.
Though. They could have did 10 songs each, and we could have been in and out.
I'll say this: them doing 2 songs each round was pissing me off, because it'll be a song that I'm like, oh, I fuck with this song.
Yeah, you start getting into the song, and then it goes to another song.
We're like, okay, this one was good, but this one bad. So at one point, Tyrese was ahead for me, because I'm like, the fuck is this song? I don't like this song. Or round 2. Wait, are you gonna go round by round? You just want me to give you my overall?
Yeah, go overall.
So round 2, Tank lost by default, because the song that he did is Slow by him and Jay Valentine. That was Big Sip's shit. That was his song. As soon as I heard the first chord, I fast forwarded it. Like, nope. Like, I'm not listening to that. And then, so the song that Tyrese did was Stay, and I'm like, nope, he lost by default with this one. Even with round 3, like, I gave it to Tyrese because he did Signs of Love Making, and I'm a Scorpio. He dedicated a whole verse to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he didn't include Aquarius in the whole song. So there's a whole Aquarius contingent that is literally like, nigga, that's why you lost. Like, there's a whole
or even him just coming out and bringing Chingy out, and then pulling me back. That's like my favorite Chingy song.
Yeah, that's
hard. He wins it for that for me. Or when he did Lately and What Am I Gonna Do? My 2 favorite Tyrese songs. And I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling for you. And
he did that. What's the one? It was just recently on the Shame.
Yeah, so I actually wrote in here, I said, because at the end when he's yelling, I wrote in parentheses, niggas stop yelling at us.
Shame.
Like, niggas, that's the problem with R&B and relationships today. Niggas used to yell to get you back.
Yeah, it's definitely brought back old R&B.
Like that, yell to get me back. Like that's what they stopped doing. They ain't in the desert no more. They ain't on their knees. It ain't raining outside no more. No.
And Trey Songz didn't have to show up.
He had the turtleneck on. To let y'all know that he was bringing R&B back.
Hold on, and then this was the turning point to me in the whole event was this part.
You should take off that turtleneck. Anytime you feel like a take off that turtleneck, you gon' suffocate in this verses. Turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verses. turtleneck. Don't suffocate in this verse. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verse. Turtleneck. Oh, don't suffocate in this verse. Turtleneck.
That's when this whole thing changed. Is that
it was just done. It was over by then.
Because the show that he was prepared with his band.
Yeah,
more than Tyrese. Tyrese just hired these niggas and y'all to show up, and I give y'all the set.
And he took his singer.
And he took his singer because it happened twice. The first time I noticed it was when Tank did Come Over, and I wrote and I said, why is Tyrese's backup singer singing along with Tank? And then later on,
because he might have used them because he ain't have a whole band himself.
And then he came back again and grabbed them. So it was
but did you hear what Tyrese said after he did? He's like, how you gonna do a song don't nobody know? And he was like, man, don't let, and all the chicks in the front crowd was like, they just start screaming like, he was like, don't let these Aaliyah fans come in here and fuck you up.
That part, because he did the Wale song first and then he did Aaliyah. And it's like, well, since he did Aaliyah last, and he's like, why you playing a song that nobody know? And I'm like, it's like, hey, look, don't. He's like, Tank was ready.
Mm-hmm. He was prepared. He was very prepared for the event.
He was ready to fight that niggas when he said that. But he was absolutely very prepared.
But you know what? I think Tank been ready to do a versus ever since he went on Drink Champs. That was a few years ago. He been ready to do a versus.
So you say he been preparing for this night for years, for a couple of years.
And then even with but I will say this about Tyrese, even with him saying, well, now I don't know what song I want to do. Good. Like for me, that's what it should be. Like, okay, so you may have had a set list ready, but if they play this, don't be like Bone and 3 6 Mafia, where you have your plain set list, and no matter what 3 6 Mafia play, you like, you know what? Flight of the Bumblebee, let's go for it. So, you got to be able to pivot and go to something else. And so I do appreciate the thinking on the moment of, okay, he just played this. What can I come back with? Like
but
that,
to me, him not doing the best man would that to me was like you had a free point there potentially.
So like it's
like that's a big song. That was like a big song. That the best man, Tyrese best man I can be. Like that was a big song.
I even thought he was gonna do the Baby Boy song.
I thought he was too.
I want to know why he could have sang. And when Trey would mention we've been in commercials.
The Coca-Cola.
You could have sang the Coca-Cola song. Wait a minute.
I thought that was a free win.
Listen, first off, Trey Songz came out, and I didn't even realize it was Trey Songz for a second.
I didn't either. He looks different.
And I'm like, who the hell is this? And then he's trying to keep the unity going and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, all right, now just keep the keys going. Just keep the keys going. And then Tyrese is like, nah, stop that. It's my turn.
Nah.
It's my turn.
No, zero.
It's my turn again. And it's like, quit it. Like, and it's like, to that point, Tank is like, didn't you say fuck the clock? Mm-hmm. You're the one who said fuck the clock. You said early on, fuck the clock.
Hey, I love how Tank was getting at him when he was like, you don't go on tour. You don't do hard tickets.
Right. Because you could tell Tyrese was just playing shit, which I get you, but he wasn't prepared. He was just like, it was songs like, nigga, we don't know these songs.
I didn't know some of them songs, like I said, with when he did Lately and What Am I Going to Do? He won because so Pleasure P, the Pretty Ricky, Pleasure P era, for me, those are the little brothers of Immature. Mm-hmm. So it's like, though, like I didn't pay attention to them. I'm like, them the babies. I'm not paying attention to these little boys. So I didn't know the song under, and then like I actually wrote, I said, Auntie don't know this song. I don't know what
he did the Marques, he did Naked.
Yeah, he did Oh by Morian, and then he did Naked. And then the woman, the pregnant woman that was singing, I'm like, and I just kept writing out, turn her mic up. I can't hear her. She's trying to be all soft and sultry, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to with your voce.
Remember that he ain't write shit either. I think he was sitting there like, damn, he did write that song for LaToya. He's sitting there like when she came out.
LaToya Luckett looked the fuck good.
Oh, she's looking bad.
First off, she's pretty anyway. She's always pretty, but she looked the fuck good.
Yep.
Period. Coming out there. And so she's singing along to that. And then, so the other part is like, it's hard when you have a songwriter, because now they dip into a whole other bag of shit versus what their hits are. But then again, like, so they were gonna have it, but I said that Shame song, I wasn't familiar with it, but again, he was yelling at the end. I'm like, see, you bringing that R&B back. I like that yelling.
Tank wrote songs for Tyrese. If he wanted to really be a dick, I would have done a Tyrese song that I wrote for Tyrese.
Or even when Jamie Foxx came out and thought it was his verses.
Yeah.
He had that Pharrell ass hat on. And then he just comes out and he just is out. And I'm like, okay, sir, this is not like your verses.
I'm surprised they didn't do Independent Woman though. The Neo joint. They did the joint, and I don't even remember. I didn't say I didn't, but I didn't really rock with that song off the Jamie Foxx Unpredictable album. The song that they did that Tank wrote.
But then I thought Tank wrote Unpredictable, didn't he?
Not the whole thing, but that song he did that Jamie Foxx performed. But I thought they would have did Independent Woman from Neo where they all own it.
Yeah.
So it's
Again, but Tank was prepared, and Tank don't. I like Tank because he don't take himself seriously.
These niggas do not
he
like
makes it fun.
They do not. And also, let me write this down. Tyrese came out with a So Def hoodie on and a mug of tea. Keith Sweat also drink tea on tour. And we know that ain't tea. And that wasn't tea that was in Tyrese's cup. And I'm just going to say that, and I mean it. That was not tea. Or if it was, he was a hot toddy. It had something else in it. It was not just tea.
We get a TGT album coming soon.
No, it's similar. I think Stacey hit on the head. These niggas is all frenemies, man. Like
they do not like each other.
Because there's no way that they shouldn't just keep coming out with TGT albums. There is no reason that they shouldn't be doing them, doing a TGT album every 2 or 3 years.
Because we know if Gerald Levert was still alive,
LSG would have been on album 15 right now.
It's true. It is. Now, I will say this, and I do agree with Tyrese about, so we doing the regular version and the remix?
Yeah.
Like, then we are already heard this. Like, it's great that you brought Trey out, but then he did Maybe I Deserve. He's like, oh, since he already mad or whatever, right, go ahead and cut his head off. Let's do this Maybe I Deserve. And then, like, so I watched it on YouTube today, and it just cut off, like, after, like, I almost think the last couple of notes of Maybe I Deserve. So I don't know what they did after that.
But he did Please Don't Go after Maybe I Deserve. That was his last song.
So yeah, it was Tyrese cut him off and all the costume changes. And then even when he did Sweet Lady, it's like, dude, this is was your first number one. Like you
and he didn't even end with that. He ended with How You Gonna Act Like That.
So this was the highlight of my day.
But is this the verses we need to get back to, similar like something like this if we're gonna be doing it needs to be like this, right?
It needs to be like this. It needs to definitely be like this. Period. Like it's absolutely that. And again, like I like the thinking on the spot of okay, they just played this. I need to play something else. Then we need to switch the track up, right? Because you want to go. It's a battle. We're going back and forth. So even if it was
my best song versus your best song.
Yeah, if it was a DJ battle, like whatever, you might have had a plan in your head of what you was gonna do, but the guy over here, he doing this and that. And you're like, okay, hold on,
I gotta change this up.
I gotta change this up. So that makes sense. So I like that part of it. But who else don't like each other?
That was my next question. We need a woman's version of this, right? Who could we get that would be able to give us this similar energy? The one that we already got that we may have to run back is Keisha Cole Ashanti. I can see that getting tense, or at least having that kind of energy like that. That's the one we may need to. They may need to go run that one back for a live version like this.
Like who don't fuck with each other?
But they gotta be friends though. But they gotta be frenemies though. You can't because Tyrese and Tank will still hang out though. Stacey. So you gotta,
which is so ridiculous. Like it's again, like it's they brothers and shit. But yeah, you're like again now your girlfriend telling you know your boy tried to holler at me.
You think that's them two towards each other?
I think that, like I said,
are they like that in general? You saying?
I'm saying I think that their type of relationship is the kind of where you can't leave your girl by the other one.
Because
we're gonna do
get one up on the other one, basically.
Because he gone, the dirty macking is coming. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a little sly ass shit. Like I said, it'll say some shit like, "I like you better than that girl that was over here this morning."
We're gonna do Faith Evans versus Kelly Price.
Damn, Kelly ain't got enough songs though. Faith do though. Faith got enough.
Faith got enough to do it.
Yeah.
Now, do you do Faith versus Lil Kim though? I mean, I know that don't match. It's R&B versus rap,
right? But I'm saying, like, or if, like, back in, if it was possible at some point, like back in the day, a Lil Kim versus Foxy, or hell, right now, a Cardi versus Nicki situation,
Cardi,
right?
Nicki,
like stuff like that. But I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a booty shaking concert right there. Just leave it alone. Like, move forward. But or hell, a Lil Kim versus Nicki situation. But again, like, but they not frenemies. They just they gonna fight.
But I do think they need to start doing tag team matches though to make this so, like, let's say you put 702 and Changing Faces versus John A and somebody else where they got enough songs.
John A and Total.
Yeah, but it's enough where the both groups all four groups can shine, but they only got to come out with 20. You know what I'm saying? One band got to hold the bearing of 20 songs.
Shit, I like to do a battle of the one-hit wonders. Throw a one-hit wonder in there, man. Let's see what Skee-Lo can do against
Mark Morrison.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, if we actually do another bracket, because someone mentioned Tevin Campbell in the group, was like, was he on the thing? I'm like, nah, we didn't add. It wasn't any solo artists.
It was groups, yeah.
But if we do another one, I definitely could see us doing.
We got to do it. If we do that one, we got to break it down. We do a just male and then a just female. We can't.
Male and a female.
It'll be too much trying to do, like, combine them like we did.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, just the left side, right side, and then we just go to the battle to the end. Or all male. I'm talking about the whole thing. Yeah, like the all male bracket and all female bracket, and then just the male champion and the female champion. Yeah, and then, but I do like the idea of the battle of the one-hit wonders.
Yeah, I mean, get them a check or two, man. You know,
I do.
Hey, nothing wrong with that one night. You get your one night back on the top. You know, performing your mega hit.
Yeah, like a Tony Terry versus a Tony Rich Project situation.
Tony Terry versus Tony Rich, the battle of the T's.
I'm just saying, When I'm With You versus Nobody Knows.
Would you, as we get out of this one, would y'all do it? Would y'all do a Tevin Campbell, Marques Houston?
Fuck no.
Nah.
The answer is Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell got too much.
Well, I'm just saying, but who do you match Tevin up with though? Because Usher ain't gonna do it versus him. That's the only other person though. That would make sense.
With Tevin,
I would love to see Tevin get shine like that. Is what I'm saying. But you got to match him up with somebody.
There's nobody else. Because as I said before, and everybody was mad that I said it, and I'll say it again, Tevin was the prince. And then Usher, and then when Tevin started falling off, Usher was able to come on in. But then also, they vocally, we got that, right? But Tevin didn't dance. Usher dances. So that was an extra added piece.
If you remember, if you go look at the Goodbye video, that was when they was trying to get Tevin to try to dance, and then they figured out this ain't working out for this.
Like, man, this nigga can just sing, man. He just
we tried it. We tried it in Goodbye. We tried it.
Because I'm the T to the E to the V to the I to the
E. Boy, they tried it with Tevin. They was like, somebody probably was like, man, I know I can do it. I can get him on point. I could get him there. And then they.
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the Game never leaves G-Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened, we have reimagined the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Ifs.
Videos like, who said they could get him there? That ain't there.
That young man was not made to dance, and that's fine.
Yeah, no,
everybody can't like dancing.
Everybody can't dance.
Sometimes you just like, I mean, you just sing. That's what you do.
Sometimes you just got to sing the jams.
Exactly.
Just get up there and sing your song and take it on home, and I'm fine with that. Just do.
Whitney wanted to dance with somebody and she couldn't dance, but she could sing.
All right, so the big bombshell that has come out this week is that Brandy has come out in her memoir, the first excerpt from the memoir, saying that she lost her virginity to Wanye of Boyz II Men, which is crazy time to come out with this while he's on tour, but has come out saying that he took her virginity and now it has started the discussions again, going back to Dina Howard and her, and then statutory, situations between them two. Scott, we all knew this though. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were dating.
Wanye admitted it and said that Wanye said like, yeah, I used to kick it with her, but he said her mom put it together. That's what he claimed.
Because she was 16, he was what, 21, 22? 20.
Yeah, 22. Maybe is it 22? I think 22. Let me see. 22, I believe.
I'm not excusing the age gap because I know when I was 17, I had a boyfriend that was 21. But what's very funny is I met him, so my birthday is in October. I met him in September. And so he was very careful until I turned 18. His sister was she's like, I knew that he was talking to somebody, but then she's like, right after your birthday, all of a sudden he started talking about you more. So it was so he would pick me up from school or we'd go get something to eat. But until I was 18, he was, just wait. So it wasn't a grooming situation. I was a month away from 18. So, but, again, the age gap, but I thought we already knew this.
We did. I didn't.
I thought
I think it's news to the younger generation because Brandy just kind of had this reemergence. She just went on tour, got the book.
Yeah, and
we knew because Lonely, Brokenhearted, Big Song, they were the thing.
Well, it's definitely smart marketing for her to do the book right now, coming fresh off the tour.
Oh yeah.
And they headlining Essence Fest.
Yeah, keep your name out there. Go ahead and keep it out there. But I mean, her story is her story. And again, I don't know specifically how they ended up together. I don't know, I don't know all the details. We just always hear random stories throughout Hollywood with Dina Howard said and all this other shit. And then it was something I saw earlier today. They brought Kobe up.
They bought a couple. Shine brought himself up
because of the prom, because she went to prom with him.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was something I just kind of, it was I didn't read the article, but it was you see the little graphic and it's something and Kobe and Wanye fought or some shit, and I'm like, all right, I can't, I'm not doing this today with them. But again, I thought we knew all this, but I guess when the book comes out, there'll be more think pieces about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we go back to the Dina Howard claiming that that's the reason her career fell off too, is because of her and Brandy getting into it over Wanye, which is that's been out that she revealed that on Unsung.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that till her Unsung came out.
I believe that was before the pandemic, so we running on 9 years that was out there. So
that's something we knew this already, but again, it's her story to tell. And
but I think the way she framed it is that she felt like he was predatory. I think that's what really kicked it up, I believe.
Like I said, I haven't seen, I've seen some random things about it. I haven't dug into it, but that's interesting. And But again, it's her story to tell. Like we can have our whatever we think about, like we knew this, blah, blah, and that's what they did, but she knows what happened and how they ended up together or whatever, you know, etc. But like, well, let me see if I can find a thing that said something about, like, I really like, because there's so much shit that ends up on my damn timeline. If I can find.
Yeah, I'm looking up now too. Her exact. So I'm gonna read.
Wait a minute. Moesha actor Spanky Hayes has dropped a wild story about Kobe Bryant. He claims Kobe, aka Black Mamba, caught Wanye Morris lacking over Brandy. He said, "I seen him sock Wanye in the mouth over her." Hold on, sending you a link right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have not listened to this. It's literally me reading the caption. So if Kobe punched Wanye in the mouth, that's funny as fuck.
Dude,
you see it, Daryl, in the chat?
You said what now?
I said, you see it in the chat, in the StreamYard chat.
All right. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let me download this real quick. All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Some Black Mamba put them paws on you.
But you got to also know that, but Kobe's from Philly too, so there's some of that. There's that. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm just saying there's some familial ties.
Hey, that's the Philly version of city versus county.
Hey, Kobe's the county.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. But his grandma lived in the city. He'd be over there in the summertime with his cousins.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's Laura Marion, like out in Chesterfield.
and look, and they told him, he can't be acting like that because he's supposed to be going to the top. Because he's supposed to be that basketball star.
Like, you ain't even from Philly. You from Italy, motherfucker.
You from Italy.
You ain't even from the States.
All right, here we go. This is the video you sent. Here we go.
On Moesha a lot. I did a lot of background work for Moesha. And then, he went with Brandy. That was his girlfriend. Or they went to the prom or some shit. Yeah, and I seen him sock Wanye from Boys to Men in the mouth over her with a cast on. He had a cast on one of his hands and socked him out. Bang. Like right there. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
Brandon T told us about that. He said that Kobe just fucking went off on set real quick.
Yeah, but he would be there. He would be there all the time. So, and then Wanye was like trying to like be on Brandy, or maybe that was his girlfriend, maybe. But Kobe just came and took the bitch and socked him. Bang! It's the end of the road, bitch. So yeah, I was there. I was right there. I see
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Hollywood's a
What are you gonna do back to Kobe?
Like I hadn't seen the clip. This is literally first reaction for all of us. It's that end of the road, bitch. He said with a cast on his head. Oh shit.
Oh man, I mean, Brandy was the it girl, man, for the younger cats though too, man. People sleep on it, She's more.
I wonder if Brandy talk about how she fucked up Romeo I. Could she like throw a book at him or something?
It was something she threw at him and it hit him in the eye, messed up his cornea, and that's why he had a patch. Nobody want to talk about that. Well, maybe
she talk about the family she got in the car accident when somebody died.
Yeah, she got a body.
She literally.
Like, and I remember, like, again, there's that episode on the Tyra Banks show, and she didn't want to talk about it, and Tyra kept bringing it up.
And you know what, my wife keep reminding me, like, she faked the marriage. I don't remember. I kind of remember.
Yeah, she faked it to her daughter's father.
Her daughter's dad. Okay, I don't never remember him being married, but then I don't remember the show.
No, remember the whole reality show about it? Remember?
I never watched
the reality show, but I remember her being married. All of a sudden, Brandy was married. And then she was pregnant. And then, but come to find out years later, nah, she wasn't pregnant. I mean, she wasn't married. She pretended to be so she could protect her image.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, her mama ran that career like a boy,
and can't help Ray J for shit.
Or do they just not give a fuck about him no more?
I think
they gave up.
I think they gave up. I think they just like, you know what? Like we tried.
One out of two is good.
We tried. Like we had you on the Sinbad show. We had you.
He was on Moesha.
We got you on your sister show.
Look, we had everything going along, and then you decided some people want that. Like,
and Stacey, real quick, your theory, you said when you bring a kid onto a show, like it is the end of it. But he was the kid though that got brought home.
The adopted brother found out that the daddy cheated on the mother,
and I'm assuming they pressed for him to get on there, to own the show. But he was the kid that ended that show.
When anytime they bring
one-on-one, like
because Miles was there from the beginning.
Anytime you bring a new kid on, that jumping the shark, like when has it worked?
No.
Like anytime you bring in a brand new character and make them a main, like it's just it disturbs the chemistry of the class. Like even when somebody leaves and they go, we're gonna replace this person, it's like that show is never really the same.
I guess technically the only time
Roseanne did it, right?
Roseanne's when they had the baby.
Well, I'm talking about the baby moving people around all the time. Like the main, not Darlene, what was the other sister? They changed her up like 3 different times and then made like another timeline where like both of them could be on the show at the same time.
Didn't they bring the original one back?
They brought her back, and the other one stayed on as like another character, like alternate version or something like thing. When I forget, not Darlene, the other sister, the older sister.
No, Becky. So Becky was there. Becky left, and then they brought in Sarah Chalk, and then Becky. And then like I said, I remember there's always this one episode, and it's like it's not a little flashback. It was like a little dream sequence. And it has Dan playing an old version of DJ, and they were like, he's just been really weird for a while. And DJ's just sitting there, and he's talking about Becky. He's like, they say she's the same, but she's not the same. They say she's the same, but she's not the same. They say she's the same. So just the idea that there's chance that changing of Becky just fucked DJ up forever. And then they brought the original Becky back. And I don't know, and I don't know who Becky is on the Connors now. Like I didn't watch the Connors, or I didn't watch the Connors. Like I wasn't interested in the reboot. Like, and because essentially with Roseanne, once they won the lottery, it just went down. It just didn't make any more sense anymore. Like that's it. And to that point, there are some people who have said, well, Mama's Family, when they brought Bubba on, that made that changed everything. But I feel like
Bubba liked it when Bubba came on.
But Bubba had a few seasons though, didn't he?
Yeah.
When they came back, like Bubba was on there, but Carol Burnett was no longer behind it. She didn't want to be involved anymore.
Yeah.
I look at the Bubba more as kind of like a reboot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a reboot. Like
Bubba wasn't just a random character, but again, I will start watching something and I will spend 3 hours on YouTube watching behind the scenes stuff and what did they say about this and 15 facts you didn't know about Mama's Family and shit like that. So that's that. But yeah, there's a theory that having Bubba on there, losing Buzz and Sonia and bringing and Ayn Fran and blah blah blah, all that shit. But usually when you change cast members, sometimes it does truly disturb the chemistry of the show and you can't get it back.
Since we're talking about cast members, Marques Houston goes on Sean Stockman's podcast and says that if it wasn't for Sister, Immature would have been bigger. Here he goes.
He said that before. I feel like we talked about that before, and because his thing was,
he does
me walking away from the show was a good or bad choice. I felt like the damage was already done. I felt like Immature could have been a lot bigger had the lead singer not been on television. Go Home Roger became like that staple, but then Immature started to become popular at that same time. So Immature was who I was. You know, I was cool. The ladies loved Immature. A few years down the line, my Urkel moment, I didn't really want as much.
Right, that was your concern,
yeah,
right?
It was like I was really, really concerned about the fact that it was going to hurt what I was doing with Immature. So I ended up leaving the show because I felt like what I wanted was to be Boyz II Men.
Right, I understand.
And in my mind, I'm like, that's what I want. I want that global superstar, Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men. Like, that's what I want to be. And I felt like Roger was kind of holding me back from being that because, like we talked about Mystique, I was losing the Mystique because people could see me on TV being goofy. And so all of the things that we were working so hard for with Immature, I felt like I was just kind of throwing it out the window with being on television. Even though, like, if I was just doing TV, it would have worked.
Bold decision. That was very brave.
So I quit.
Because that was you were doing well.
I had to quit because I didn't want to be 18, 19, being Roger. Like, where does he go? You think about all these successful artists. Had they been doing a television series, like you think about Usher. Usher was Roger. Would Usher have had 8701? Would he had Confessions album? Would they have been so big?
Yeah.
And if he was being on television every week, or you know what I'm saying? So I would think about those things. Even when it became my solo career, I kind of break out becoming a man. I still had people look at me as Roger. Back then, I was like, you know, I didn't really appreciate it until I was like, what? That was actually a part of my career that I don't regret, and I feel like it was amazing and great. The character Roger will be etched in the history of it.
Yes, before it was his unsung or whatever, uncensored. We talked a little bit about that one before, but he didn't talk about this in depth about, like, you know, that he was like, you know, basically like I didn't realize he was thinking it was an Urkel moment situation. So
yeah, that's specifically what I remember him talking about was that the whole Go Home Roger thing was fucking with him, like, because again you can't be sexy over here with Immature or IMX, I think at that point, and then but you Go Home Roger over here, like you basically live in two different lives. And shout out to them for playing I Don't Mind in the background. Because I don't mind them playing that song. That is my favorite of the Immature songs. Very, very favorite of it.
But they actually remember, do y'all remember when IMX came on Sister?
Yeah.
I think it was towards the end when they were IMX then, though. They weren't Immature, they were IMX.
Was it when they was in college or like right before
they college? And I think he might have guest starred and came back. Let me see.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember.
So he left Sister in 99. They became IMX in 2001. And for me, IMX was the grown-up Immature. Because that's when that first album has a song Beautiful on there, which I adore so much.
And then was it My Very First Time?
Yep. Yep. That's when they had to kick it up a notch. And Romeo, he didn't wear the eye patch anymore. Now he just had dark glasses.
He went by Rome.
Right? Everybody got to change their name. So
I'm trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember what the episode was about. That when they came on there. Yeah, I can't remember. It was something for the school or something.
Yeah, I remember it was like something.
But it wasn't Roger. It was actually IMX though. But it, like you supposed to forget that this guy does look like a dude that's in your class or went to school with you. I forgot how that episode went. But yeah, interesting. Marques has an interesting career arc overall.
Speaking of age gaps, his child pride.
Yeah, that's what I was going.
His wife wasn't actually even born when Immature was a group.
Yeah, look, I know she wasn't even born when they were a group.
She barely when IMX was a group.
Yeah, exactly. Barely, they had broke up.
She barely was born when B2K was popping.
I do like the fact
they have a 19-year age gap. She could be his child. That's all. I guess
he'd be like, "Hey, let me show you this cartoon movie I did called Baby's Kids."
That's fine. Let me show you how
I thought it was more than a 19-year gap. I thought it was something crazier than that.
No, it's 19. But the thing is that
I believe they're divorced though now.
They started dating. Let's say the two met at a convention for Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm sorry, in April of 2018, and shared a mutual friend and director Chris Stokes. This is getting worse and worse. They started dating in October after Dickie's 18th birthday, and he proposed to Dickie in March 2019. They got 2 children together. And then it says their marriage caused some controversy due to the 19-year age gap, with some demanding that he be canceled for predatory behavior. He defended their marriage and said that though they met when she was 17 years old, they didn't begin a romantic relationship until she was 18. Does not matter.
Sounds like your friend that you had before, Stacey. We talked.
Yeah, but like it wasn't a 19-year age gap though.
Yeah, that's true. No. You 100% correct.
It was just a few years.
Like it was just like he just the 5-year difference between us. And because because his birthday is 4 days before mine, something like that. So I think he turned 22 and then I turned 18. And it was like, all right, like, and at that point it's like, okay, like he's fresh out of high school. I'm finishing up, and like it wasn't a big deal. And also my grandparents met him, so that blessing was given of like, oh, he how old? Oh, okay, and he could pick you up from school. Okay, bet. Like that's all it was to say.
I ain't got to drive.
We ain't gotta drive you to work. Oh,
I ain't got to crank up the Dodge.
To crank up the Dodge. Oh, that's hilarious. He said crank up the Dodge. Now that's funny.
What's funny is because they did have a Dodge Stratus. So that's what like they actually were driving a Dodge Stratus at that time. So like, oh, we ain't got to come pick you up from school. We ain't got to drive you to work. Oh, okay. I like this young man. That's a good night. That's a good man.
Imagine having an older boyfriend with these gas prices.
Oh, shit.
Hey, the simple things you don't think about until Scott say something like that.
I just be thinking stuff, man. My mind just always just be going. Sometimes I just get a moment to just say it.
No, and that's why I absolutely adore you. I was explaining the podcast to like somebody the other day, and I was like, I said, Scott has the one-liners. I like Scott always has a one-liner, and that just breaks me
through everything.
I just gotta say it.
Say it. Like I never ever will I be upset at you talking. Never ever will that happen. You hear me being like, I can't believe he said that. No, I'm so happy you said it. I adore it.
So we getting into it's our old people section, our older seasoned veteran section of the show. Chaka Khan had some things to say about the young ladies that are out here now. And
real quick, didn't I tell y'all the Chaka
You
Khan
are like mother.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, did I tell you that Chaka Khan get on the internet about once every 2 months and tell y'all everything that she hate?
Yeah.
Ain't they still on tour?
Yeah. Are they still on tour?
I thought they had already came here. I heard the commercial. They supposed to be here next month.
Like every 1 to 2 months.
Yeah, they be here May 10th.
At least
it's Mother's Day weekend.
At least every quarter, Chaka Khan gets on Al Gore's internet and tells us about some shit that she can't stand. I promise. But like, go ahead, play this shit.
Nature in like persona, you are everything. Not only are you the greatest singer, you can
like everybody's grandma as well. You know, people tell me all the time, they say, I grew up listening to you. You know, my grandma used to play your songs.
Yeah.
My mother used to play your songs. So I'm like a household name in a way. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's gorgeous.
That's a wonderful thing. I mean, I couldn't see some other artists, you know, whose butts are out and everything and tits are out and everything, and they're doing rolling on the stage and cuckoo. I just don't understand that. But
you keep it classy, Chaka.
I kept it. Yeah, well, I tried to keep it. Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, so that helps.
The vocal you give,
I give 100%,
you don't hold back on the vocal.
No, and I don't have little things that I do in between. I don't do dancing. I don't do none of that stuff. I sang, period.
You know what? It is inspiring, and I heard your Breakfast Club interview that you did with the gals, and you were all kind of commenting. And you were saying, you know, when we go on stage, we just sing. We don't need to do the bells and whistles. We don't need to show our bodies.
No, I don't believe in that.
And I do think that's really inspiring. And I do think
she
as somebody
need to.
No, I know,
she's sexy without showing her body off.
But even as somebody who is,
thank you, Mum.
I know, but I think as somebody who is in pop music and a different generation, and you're not pop, but you kind of cross over into all the different genres. You're a soul, funk, pop, jazz, star. You're everything, right?
Sing it.
But I do you think that the demands have changed on female performers now, or do you think it's always been there? You just haven't played the game in the way
the game has changed.
Yeah,
because all bets are off. These women are doing any and every damn thing on stage and trying to sing too. And the ones who are doing the most physicalities with their butts and stuff, you know, and their body parts are the ones that usually are compensating for what they don't have.
Move your bottom if you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Go ahead.
Hey, she had a lot of wine. Because when she said recovering, I thought she was for to say alcoholic.
Listen, first off, Chaka Khan is beautiful, and she always has been. Period. Right? But Stringfellow means keeper of receipts and Asgardian. Daryl, could you pop up that photo that I sent you?
Yep. Hold on. Go, keep talking while I pull it up.
So I'm gonna say this: what singer is she talking about that has their ass and titties out and is grinding around on stage? What singer is doing that right now? Because I feel like she's like, again, we know Meg and Cardi and all of them, like that's their thing, but they're rappers. They're not singing. So what singer is she talking about? And Miss Chaka Khan.
The
you don't
person
dance.
I could think about is Fantasia.
But
she just took off her shoes.
That part. And so did Patty. So Miss Chaka Khan, beautiful, wonderful body. You don't dance and all that. What song did you sing that required you to squat down like that? Like what? Like
what you gonna do for me?
Tell me something good.
That's it. You done squatted down to tell everybody that I'm every woman, and it's all in me, baby. It's all
literally all in me.
And we going to Hollywood.
Going to Hollywood.
So I don't. She's not wrong that yes, there is a lot more of ass out these days at the concerts, right? There's definitely more ass out and ass shaking and ass clapping. It definitely looks like a strip club. Looks like, you know, KOD back in the day or Magic City. I get that. But again, what singer? She's like, we just sang. Like, who are you talking about? What singer are you talking about? You're not talking about singers. You're talking about the rap girls.
She's not talking about singers.
You're not talking about singers. Like, we didn't have to do all that back in the day. Now, I've seen some Donna Summer clips. Now, I'm not saying that she was naked on stage, but there was some little gyrating that was going on. A little gyrating. And I know for a fact that I've seen the clip of Aretha Franklin on Soul Train with that
with that orange, the little orange
and the
with the orange nets.
The titties was tittying on there. Don Cornelius could not focus on that interview. So
he thought he was in the produce section.
Listen, looking at the melons, he was like, he could not focus. And again, and Aretha sang. Aretha was a singer. So, but again, I do not disagree that the game has changed, that there is but it's all about, it is more sexual than it used to be. And I don't disagree with that at all. But again, you talking about like, oh, they doing too much, and well, like, who are you talking about? You're not like, what singer are you talking about specifically? because you're not talking about singers. You're talking about the rap girls. And that's not true. Like, that's a different lane. Like, you're not, like, I mean, not to say that there's a competition or anything like that, but like, you guys are in two different categories, two different genres. Period.
It's totally different vibes and everything on it.
Extremely different. Now, if MC Lyte or Queen Latifah said that, I'm listening. Like, again, like, at least it's the same genre. At least, like, if them being like, you know, we just rapped. We didn't have to.
If you're talking about Ari Lennox or somebody like that, is that who she talking about?
I don't know. I haven't seen Ari Lennox perform, but again, I don't think that they out there, you know, again, like love Cardi, love Meg, but it's a whole lot of ass clapping.
It is.
There's some ass clapping on that stage, and I mean, look, hey, you like do what you do, but who are you talking about? I feel like, again, you're talking about the rap girls, and that's who you should. That's if you want to address them, address them. Don't just bring like all this thing. That's not what's really going on in these streets.
She's got to be talking about the rap girlies. Like,
I mean, that's all you see at the.
She don't know the difference though. She think all the same. You know, it's all the same.
At that point, Chaka don't remember her songs.
You want to go there, huh? Shout out to Stephanie Mills.
All we do is sing. If all you gotta do is sing, and you don't even remember the songs. Know what I'm saying? It's like, essentially, when you're touring now, you're doing your hits. You're not doing B-sides. You're doing your hits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to know the words to your hits.
Yeah.
At least know the hits.
At least know the hits. Again, we ain't asking for you to sing the B-sides and stuff. I like if you're gonna sing Tell Me Something Good, I need you to remember the words.
Hey, that takes me back to the verses, because Tank was like, the fans been asking me to sing this song. I'm like, I don't know this goddamn song.
Everybody been asking me to sing this song, and I ain't never performed it before, but no one asked you. No one asked you for that. You wanted to sing this song. And then
you just want to sing
the song where that Tyrese did, that what Tank was singing, that he sang with Tank, and then Tank said, okay, I'm gonna step back because I don't remember the words.
Yeah, at least he said it.
He's like, I don't remember the words to this song. And hey, fair enough. Like, let me stop singing because I don't remember the words. Let the track keep going. I don't remember I remember this one part, and then it gets a little foggy, and I don't want to mess up. But look, Chaka is a legend.
Yeah, no, she's so we got 2 more months, you say, until she comes back out again.
She'll be back. She'll
be back in June.
She'll be back this summer to let us know something else that she don't like. Like, again, we've saw every couple of months she pops up with, I don't like this. I don't like
it's so funny. I wonder if she was in Britain doing this podcast. Well, I guess these two British podcasters. I wonder if she was in Britain, and then like they don't start. The clock is different for her over there. Like she felt like she could talk over there with them. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, they ain't gonna see this shit over in America.
Yeah, exactly. She old school. She just think it's just over there.
She think it's on TV.
It's local. It's just a local broadcast.
The World Wide Web. What do you mean the World Wide Web?
Yeah, they ain't gonna see this shit in America.
All right, next up, we have got the story of starter jackets. We all love the starter jackets. Everybody had one. A lot of us have one jacked from us. We had someone probably will tell a story about being jacked for a starter jacket at some point. But here we go.
Closely, because this is the moment the starter jacket became the most important jacket in American sports, and almost nobody noticed. Securing the right to outfit MLB teams at the end of the 1970s, Starter originally manufactured their jackets without the famous star on the cuff, just like this one. The jackets that the coaches and players were wearing looked the same as every other jacket on the market. There was no way to tell them apart. And so Starter added their famous star to the left sleeve of every jacket, along with the tagline, "Look for the star." Then came the 1982 World Series, Cardinals versus Brewers, the first World Series where both teams were outfitted in starter jackets. And a seemingly inconsequential moment would change the course of sports merchandise forever. Late in the 7th inning of Game 3, Ted Simmons smashed a line drive into pitcher Joaquin Andujar's knee, and he crashed into the turf, writhing in pain.
Right off his knee again. He can't move. He's hurt. Andujar is hurt.
Cardinals medical staff rushed to Andujar's aid. The broadcast cut to a tight close-up, and there it was. Blink and you'll miss it, but broadcast to 32 million viewers in the middle of the 1980s World Series ratings boom was the star. According to Starter CEO David Beckham, the next day fans were rushing to stores demanding the jacket with the star. So, one close-up of Wacky Andujar's blown-out knee, and the legend of Starter is born.
Interesting that St. Louis involved with that.
Yeah, that'd be a Cardinals.
I literally was doom scrolling in my bed, like laying here trying to take a nap, and I'm just scrolling, and then I see that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta send this to them. Like, this is like, I mean, and it's like I literally just sent this like right before we did the show, so I just seen it, and I'm like, that is so interesting. Again, especially the fact that it was the Cardinals because of that game.
We won that World Series too.
Yeah, first. So it's like that's just that one little frame, that one little clip, but
that meant a lot back then. I mean, like everybody watched TV and it was the World Series, like
exactly.
Yeah, it was like the official shit the pros was wearing.
Yeah, and baseball was the biggest sport at the time. Period.
Yeah.
Like, 82.
So the idea that small, that quick little thing, like, but that's what happens is that you never know when a moment is going to go viral. And in that case, it was just watching the World Series. And I'm sure that clip getting played over and over and over again of what happened. And you see that star and it already been like, hey, look for the star. Oh, well, hold on. Let me head on over to the famous bar tomorrow and pick me up a starter jacket.
And one thing I love, like Starter never changed their logo. It's been the same the whole time. Like
it's been the same one.
Like change it for what?
All right, when they was wearing the matching short fits in the early 90s with the Starter.
Yeah,
when the Jazzy Jeff had the hat.
Does somebody buy a Starter? Is it owned by like Nike or Adidas or something now?
I don't know, but you can still buy a starter jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I keep seeing them getting advertised. Yeah, you go to starter.com.
Okay.
And get a jacket. Like, yep. And then I think because about the thing is though, I'm trying to remember. I think they were bringing back the old ones, like the old style of them, so you could get that old Charlotte Hornets one.
Yeah, they brought the pullover back.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's interesting what's gonna happen with Starter going forward because like they're coming back though, aren't they? Bringing back the pullover too? They said
that's what we're saying. Like yeah, they bring back the pullover. So
yeah, that's what I'm looking on the website now.
Yeah, like so I don't see it on like I saw a Facebook ad, so that's how I knew it was happening.
Starter was like, we ain't finna let Mitchell and Ness make all this money. We started this about it.
Okay, so Nike did own it for a minute. Nike did own it, but then Nike sold it off to another company called Iconics Brand Group in 2007. But Nike did buy it for a minute.
Yeah, because they were selling it at Walmart at one point, but it was just the regular plain, just white, just plain athletic gear. Yeah.
Let's just satin varsity.
Because I mean, that starter jackets were like that was premium wear, man. Like if you got one,
that's how you knew your parents loved you.
But, or maybe they didn't love you because it may be a possibility you may not make it home with that jacket, depending on where you lived at.
Don't get that Bulls. Don't get that Bulls. So you live by some rolling 60s.
Yep.
As I said, it was certain color. Like I said, the Charlotte Hornet colorway, for whatever reason, purple and turquoise in the 90s was.
That was the official colorway of the 90s.
That was the colorway of the 90s. It was everywhere. It was on the little drink cups. It was Taco Bell. It was Saved by the Bell. It was everywhere. Like that was the official colors. Why don't I see the polo? I know that they exist because I know they brought them back. Like I know that they brought them back. So they're somewhere out there. Like somewhere. These other ones.
I remember when like every year, like when teams won like the Super Bowl or the championship, like Starter would make the official championship shirt.
Yeah. And I always wonder what happened to the ones for the other teams when they be making those. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
send them over to Africa.
Well, that's what they say though. But I mean, was that true, or is that something we made up? Like,
no, I think it's true. I think ESPN did like a story.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's true. Yeah, they send them over to like third world countries.
Yeah. Because I was wondering, like, is that even really true for real, or is that just something we came up with?
Yeah, because they print up so many up until the end of the Super Bowl to know for sure who won.
Yeah, and because you got to be ready right then. You can't be like, hey, hold
for
on.
the team.
You can't be like wait for our printing press. Hold on,
It's the website is homage.com, but Homage has a partnership with Starter to do it. So they really are Starter.
Yeah. I've ordered some stuff off there. They got them NBA Jam shirts.
Yeah, and
like for your team.
Yep, and it is $175 for this. Well, yeah, they all $175. So it ain't cold enough in Texas for me to spend $175 on the.
What did the coach used to go for in the 90s? About 150?
No, you can get a nice strip for 80.
It was about 80.
Yeah, like the pull-up was like 80, but if you want like the coat, like coat, you spending 100 something.
How much was the satin? The satin was 80. Was the satin jackets 80?
Yep. But if you want like a coat, it was gonna hit you for 100 something.
Yeah, that was gonna be about 100.
Yeah. All right, finally, y'all. Have y'all been seeing this Bob Barker Price is Right stuff going on?
I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah. But so here's one of the clips from it. I heard he was a bad dude, but I didn't know it was like that.
Would confide in me that Bob did mention if she had ever been with any other person that was black, that he would not be happy and that he thought they might have had some kind of communicable disease or something.
And sure enough, when Bob found out.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, though.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
About Diane having slept with black men. He called her into his dressing room and they had the screaming fight of all time.
He went off. The shit hit the fan. Oh my God.
The whole set was dead silent, listening. And Diane comes out of Bob's dressing room and goes up the stairs. And Bob's assistant is running after her saying, Diane, you've got to apologize to Bob. And Diane turns around at the top of the stairs. It's like the scene from Romeo and Juliet. And she's standing at the top of the stairs and the whole set, dead silent, is watching. And Diane says, I have sucked his too many times to start kissing his ass now. Woo!
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I gotta watch this.
It did not go over well with Barker.
One of the producers standing next to me said, dang, who writes her stuff? I know that Bob is sleeping with Diane. Oh my gosh.
All right. That's funny.
What's this on? It's on the E channel.
Yeah, and it's supposedly, and they show videos. I guess he didn't want to touch black people or something. So like, I like black women.
Yeah, I saw it. He's like, don't attack me.
Yeah, like don't touch me. And he'd be like backing up, like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
they just excited.
So the idea that you are fucking a black woman, but don't want her to fuck black men, is diabolical. Like that's just diabolical. Like, and the idea that black men are these diseased men. Her father is a black man. Like, logically, if you think that black men are full of disease, wouldn't she be full of it too? But I need to clear it in. I can't deal with this. This is silly. Yeah, I gotta watch it. But I've heard that he wasn't great. Like that he was an asshole. I've heard that.
I'm just starting to hear it in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in recent years, especially after he passed away.
Yeah.
And that's when it was like, oh, he dead. Let me tell you about this nigga. Like that's what everybody was like. So while he was alive, and the prices, you couldn't have told your grandma nothing about Bob Barker.
My grandma loved Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak was and Alex Trebek too.
Alex Trebek.
Well, first off, the black community as a whole.
Yeah.
With Alex Jermaine Trebek. We don't.
Yeah. He low key was a nigga. Shit, he had the fro.
like we like you over Alex Jermaine. But what's funny now that you say that though, yeah, I think one grandma it's funny. One grandma watched Channel 5, the other one watched Channel 4. So one was A Price is Right, the other one was A Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, my grandma watched Wheel of Fortune every night before she went to sleep.
That's it, yeah. So the house that I lived in, it was a Wheel of Fortune house. Grandma over on the west side, she was on Channel 4 all day because, Young and the Restless didn't come on. And she got Price is Right. So she just, and Robin Smith, when she had the bun on top of her head, it was on Channel 4 all day.
Julius Hunter.
Right, that's it.
Julius Hunter.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Watch Channel 4 all day.
Larry Connors.
Why did Channel 4, why was Channel 4 the positional black channel for like every black house? So everybody would just watch 4 all day.
Because I think they had a black anchor on at every slot.
That's what I'm wondering if it is it a thing that you saw Robin Smith and Julius Hunter on there back in the day, where it's like,
probably.
Oh, it's not black people on these.
And hey, y'all remember on Friday nights they showed the Zippos with the little sports bloopers.
Oh yes,
on Friday nights.
Yeah,
it is interesting. I don't think about it, but I think it could just because they had the black anchors on there. And again, Young and the Restless.
He's still alive too. Julius Hunter's still alive. Shout out to Julius.
Yeah.
Fresh 82 years old, young man. His birthday's next week.
Young man
had that fresh. What's that haircut? Them old dudes, they were that tonk. That tonk.
He didn't let his go though. He was like, "I'm Julius Hunter. It got me here, and I'm gonna keep it."
I am. That's what I do. I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, Julius Hunter. Where is Julius Hunter from originally?
Oh, he's from St. Louis originally too. The black newscasters, Art Holiday.
Yeah, Art Holiday. Yeah,
I think he just retired.
Yeah, like Happy Holidays from Channel 5. Like that commercial. I play that commercial every year.
Are y'all watching the DTF St. Louis?
I have not watched it, but I've heard people like, do they?
It's good.
St. Louis?
It's good though.
I heard it has nothing.
It's weird to say I'm saving to watch it, but it's gonna be.
It portrays in St. Louis, but like what's going on is actually a good little story though.
Yeah, I love Jason Bateman anyway, so I'll watch it. I just haven't yet. Like I said, but it's funny he keeps doing stuff in Missouri because it was Ozark and now is this one. So
yeah, he loves Missouri.
Like he must love some Missouri.
Yeah, because I was like, is he from here or something?
How you keep getting those shows in this state?
And don't film here.
Yeah, then don't film her.
Yeah.
Right. Don't nobody ever down film here.
All right, well, man, make sure y'all vote, and our bracket is in the show notes below as always. We'll be into the finals next week. We will have a champion crown. I don't know who it's going to be.
It might be TLC. God
right.
Look,
I don't even know
the way these votes looking.
Yeah, like it might be TLC. I don't know.
Right. Hey, look at maybe who knows? Maybe because of the Chilli shit, maybe TLC will go down. I don't know, but like I said, the Jodeci versus Boyz II Men broke my heart. I was like, damn.
But it was just
I kind of knew it was gonna happen. Well, actually, I thought Mint Condition would have made it a little bit further, a little bit, I think.
I mean, it was close with them though. It was close. It was close.
Yeah, I thought
I mean,
like Mint Condition, and I thought SWV would have went further.
I thought SWV almost beat Jodeci in the round before.
Yeah,
I think I had him beating Jodeci. I had him beating Jodeci.
I definitely kept voting for SWV. SWV, and
I think they're one of the most underappreciated R&B groups of our time. Period.
And their albums were solid.
Yep.
Like they had solid albums. Like there is no project that they had that I'm like, I ain't fuck with it. There's every album there were definitely one or two songs that were like, okay, I'll fuck with this song.
Take TLC, replace it with SWV. SWV headlined the tour.
Oh, but could you do that? Do you think they could?
I'm just saying if they pull the plug on TLC with all this controversy.
I'm like, didn't they just come off a tour?
Yeah,
they did the one with Escape a couple years ago.
All these years are running together for me at this point. All the years are just all together. But I was gonna say, like, they can shit. New Edition always on tour.
Mm-hmm.
Like consistently, because like I said, they own.
Matter of fact, and then I see Maya and Lil Kim popping out with the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
Okay, we don't know nobody but the Nicole Swisher Sweets girl.
Yeah. That's it. No, you're right. That's the only one.
I don't know them other girls.
This Nicole Swisher Sweet.
I don't know that. Whatever her name is. I know what I'm talking about.
I know. But it's just funny as shit to say
Nicole Swisher Sweets.
Shit. Oh my God. That just did me in. Oh, I needed that. I needed this laugh today. I've been sleepy all day.
And make sure y'all come to the group. I'm listening to 90s music on Facebook as well. And we're gonna get back to revisiting the albums. It's just that it's March Madness. We got the bracket. We got a lot.
We're getting this bracket down.
Yeah, we gonna and shout out to the Wildcats. Bear down, right?
Bear down. Wait a minute. This
Why are the Wildcats gonna say bear down though?
Huh?
Why is it the Wildcats?
Yeah, I'm like, y'all ain't the Bears.
So, you actually want to hear the story?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I can't remember the man's name, but so this was many, many years ago, and we got the football team, and there was a player who got into an accident. So he's in the hospital and he's like dying. And so the coach is there, and they got a game coming up. Like the game was like that day or like the next day. And the coach is there, and he's talking to him on like, this man's like basically like deathbed. And he's like, is there anything that you wanted me to tell the team? And the guy said, tell the team to bear down. And that's how it started. There's I'll send you. There's actually a commercial that I did for University of Arizona with me talking about the story. And like I said, now Max, I can't remember. Oh, it's in 1926. Yeah, so it started, the official motto since 1926, originated from quarterback John Button Salmon's final message to his team. And it's just, so again, there's the idea of bearing down to just make the all-out effort. And so
every time I see that, I think of the Chicago Bears.
Right,
yeah,
me too.
So,
bear down.
Yeah, and it is funny, like to like type, like anytime I see, like I'll be like, it'll be like a, whatever post about Arizona, and then I'll just be in the comments and I'll just like hashtag bear down. But on Sundays, well, during football season, when it's Chicago Bears, then it'd be people saying bear down, and I'm like, no. Like that's us, but yeah, but it started like, he was in a car. That's what he was in a car accident. He was in a car crash.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that was, so it's been the rally cry since then. And the school song is bear down. I'm not gonna I think I learned the song for that commercial, and I don't remember it like anything about it. But that's the rally cry in the school song, bear down.
Dang! Oh, damn! I'm looking at the story now. Then he died like a little bit later. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, he was in the hospital when he said it. Like I said, the coach came and was talking to him. Like, what do you want to tell him? And he was like, tell him to bear down. So
wow. Okay. All right. I thank you for the Arizona Wildcat history. I won't hate as much during this weekend since I knew that this story came from a light place, from a heartfelt position.
Yeah, because I mean, like he could have been like, "Hey, fuck them niggas, I'm dying," but
and that would have been the other thing. Fuck them niggas, I'm dying.
See y'all on the other side.
Bitch, we out here walking. The fuck, like, stop.
Bitch, we out here walking.
But yeah, so like I said, it just became like, and I mean, it's all over schools. So, like the stadium is like the Bear Down Gymnasium, like it's everywhere. Like you can't get away from Bear Down. I was going to say, like I know it's something around here that I got that has it on there. That has it on there, like something Arizona that has Bear Down on there. But yeah, it's a big deal. Like they have Bear Down, like. Or like essentially, like if I see someone, I say Bear Down, they'll say Go Cats. Like it's the call and response to it. So or vice versa, Go Cats, Bear Down. It's not just a motto.
Mm-hmm.
It's a call to action. You bear down.
All right. Well, Scott, where can people hit you up at, man?
Man, hit me up in the group, just sharing all the randomness. I gotta hit this late shift before Stacy go to sleep.
Yeah, because I keep waking up at like 4 a.m. and
that's the time I get up.
And that's when his shift ends. So
Stacy, where can people hit you up at? In the group, obviously.
You can hit me up in a group. Obviously, you can hit me up. I'm trying to get better at looking at my Instagram account. Like I'm horrible at it. Like I'm the worst Instagrammer in life. Like
except for Omar Wilson in the DMs. Other than that,
like, and it's always weird when I do check it, and I'm like, "Who the fuck sent me a DM?" Oh, it's you. Like it'll be Yao, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay." Better have been like.
Better have been because
if I cannot stress enough, leave me the hell alone. Like do not. Oh, like I am stressed out. You do leave me unless you just want to share something funny with me or whatever, like or got something to say about a story that I share or just a video. Other than that, like
just keep it light.
Keep it classy, San Diego. Please keep it classy. But yeah, I will. You may again if you're in the group. I'm not going to be posting about the NCAA in the group. I might. I don't know. We'll see. You might see me
the national title game. I ain't mad.
Like I might listen. I put my graduation cap on, and like this was literally my graduation cap. Like that I wore at graduation. I'll have that on and be rocking around the house singing the Bear Down song and messing up the words and all of it if we win.
You can print it out. It's on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, like Bear Down, Bear Down.
She only got the first 2 lines.
Like those are the most important parts.
Yeah, Bear Down, Bear Down.
I don't know the rest
Bear
of it. Bear Down.
That's the main words.
And the trumpets come in and some other shit. There's a lot of stuff going on.
All right, well, thank y'all for listening as always. We'll be out of here. Peace.